From colossal battlefield clashes to intricate mech customization, these games put you in the cockpit of metal titans, where skill, strategy, and firepower determine victory in the ultimate mechanized wars.
Control.
The early 2000s era of Armored Core refined From Software's mech legacy. Armored Core 2 pushed PS2 visuals and offered expansive customization, while Armored Core 3 expanded the dystopian lore. Nexus brought a sleek control overhaul, more fluid animations, and intense missions that demanded tactical precision. Formula Front was a departure, focusing on programming AI-controlled mechs for automated battles, offering a cerebral twist to the series' hands-on gameplay. Together, these entries solidified the franchise's reputation for depth, forcing players to master both battlefield maneuvering and engineering ingenuity. The combination of atmospheric world-building, mechanical tinkering, and punishing combat created an addictive loop where victory always felt earned, and each mission was a test of creativity as much as reflexes. Battletech revived classic turn-based mech warfare with a rich, narrative-driven campaign. As a mercenary commander, you juggle politics, resource management, and mech repairs while plotting tactical battles on grid-based maps. Every decision carries weight. Damaged limbs, lost weapons, and pilot injuries persist between missions, forcing careful deployment of your squad. The game's customization is deep, letting you tailor loadouts to exploit enemy weaknesses or fit specific mission parameters. Political intrigue between noble houses keeps the stakes high, while the gritty, grounded tone sets it apart from flashier mech titles. Strategic patience, not just brute firepower, leads to victory, making each encounter a tense chess match where a single mistake can unravel hours of planning. Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon brought. From Software's mech combat roaring back, blending lightning-fast action with deep customization. The game's narrative unfolds in a resource-ravaged world where mercenaries vie for control over a mysterious substance. Combat is aggressive and kinetic, boosting across battlefields, dodging missile swarms, and unloading devastating weapon combos. The customization system is as intricate as ever, allowing endless experimentation with frames, weapons, and mobility. Boss fights are a highlight, pushing reflexes and adaptability to the limit. The game respects the franchise's roots while modernizing controls, visuals, and encounter design. It's not just about building the strongest mech, it's about tailoring one to your playstyle and mastering it under extreme battlefield pressure. Front Mission 3 is a tactical RPG that masterfully blends political intrigue with mech combat. Set in a near-future world on the brink of war, it follows two branching storylines depending on early choices. Players command customizable warzones in grid-based battles, managing armor, weapon types, and pilot skills. The game emphasizes strategic positioning, as targeting specific mech parts can disable enemies or salvage gear. Its deep customization system lets you create units specialized for speed, firepower, or defense. Beyond combat, you explore a simulated internet, uncovering hidden story threads that enrich the lore. Front Mission 3 stands out for its mix of storytelling, tactical depth, and replay value, making it one of the most beloved mech strategy games of its era. When Mech Assault landed on the original Xbox, it delivered fast-paced mech destruction with an arcade-style flair. Forget slow, methodical tactics. This was about unleashing chaos across destructible cities and landscapes. Players piloted various battle mechs, each with unique weapon loadouts from missile salvos to laser barrages. The real hook was its multiplayer, which became a staple of early Xbox Live, allowing friends to engage in explosive mech duels online. The campaign kept things varied, offering missions that ranged from all-out assaults to surgical strikes. Its intuitive controls and instant gratification gameplay made it approachable for newcomers, yet still rewarding for veterans. Mech Assault successfully brought the mech genre to a broader audience, proving that heavy armor could still move and shoot at breakneck speed. Mech Assault 2, Lone Wolf expanded on its predecessor by letting players leave their mechs and fight on foot or in smaller vehicles, adding fresh tactical layers to battles. This freedom meant you could hijack enemy mechs mid-battle, turning the tide instantly. The campaign embraced cinematic storytelling, featuring larger set pieces, more destructible environments, and a wider variety of mech classes. Weapon effects felt more impactful, from explosive Gauss rifle blast to searing laser fire. Multiplayer was again a major draw, with new modes encouraging teamwork and strategic coordination. The balance of on-foot vulnerability and in-mech dominance created thrilling moments, as players had to adapt constantly. It pushed the Xbox hardware hard and cemented itself as a standout in console mech warfare. Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries puts you in command of your own mercenary company during a turbulent era in the BattleTech universe. It's a blend of first-person mech simulation and economic management, taking contracts, negotiating pay, and repairing your machines between fights. Missions range from urban skirmishes to open-field sieges, each demanding different loadouts and tactics. The mechs themselves feel heavy and deliberate, with recoil, heat management, and damage modeling adding realism. Piloting a multi-ton war machine while missiles streak across the horizon is exhilarating. Co-op play lets friends join as fellow pilots, coordinating firepower for devastating effect. The game's open-ended structure encourages long-term play as you expand your fleet, upgrade tech, and carve your reputation in a galaxy shaped by constant warfare. Before Gran Turismo made Polyphony Digital famous for racing, they built Omega Boost, a high-speed mech shooter on PS1. Unlike grounded, lumbering mechs, here you pilot a nimble machine through space and futuristic battle zones. The gameplay emphasizes momentum, dodging, and chaining lock-on missile attacks in a style reminiscent of Panzer Dragoon. Levels are packed with cinematic flair, including massive enemy ships and bosses that fill the screen. It's short but relentlessly stylish, with a pulsing techno soundtrack that matches the pace. As one of the few 3D mech shooters on PS1, it stands out for its polish and arcade-like intensity. Omega Boost remains a cult favorite, showcasing that mechs can be sleek, lightning-fast, and dazzling without sacrificing a sense of power. Titanfall 2 nailed the perfect balance between on-foot agility and towering mech combat. The single-player campaign surprised everyone with clever level design, emotional storytelling, and set pieces that seamlessly blended pilot parkour with Titan battles. Pilots are lightning-fast, wall-running, and double-jumping across maps before calling down their massive Titans for devastating firepower. Each Titan feels unique, with distinct weapons and abilities that encourage experimentation. Multiplayer remains a masterclass in pacing, switching from intense infantry firefights to mech duels in seconds. The Effect and Cause mission, with its time-shifting mechanic, became legendary for its creativity. Though sales were modest, Titanfall 2 has since earned recognition as one of the best FPS mech hybrids ever made, excelling in both speed and scale. Armored Core. For Answer dialed up the series' speed and scale to breathtaking levels. Battles often took place against enormous arms forts, massive moving fortresses that felt like bosses from a kaiju movie. The game's controls allowed for blisteringly fast aerial combat, letting you dash, hover, and weave between missile barrages. Customization remained a core strength, offering endless parts combinations to suit aggressive or defensive playstyles. The branching storyline gave weight to choices, altering alliances and mission outcomes. Co-op play added a fresh dynamic, letting two players tackle the most punishing fights together. Visually, the sheer sense of speed and destruction was unmatched at the time, cementing it as one of the most ambitious and adrenaline-fueled entries in the franchise. Hideo Kojima's Zone of the Enders. The second runner is pure mech combat elegance. Ditching heavy, sluggish movement, it focuses on lightning-fast aerial dogfights in space and futuristic cityscapes. You pilot Jehuti, a highly advanced orbital frame, wielding energy blades, ranged weapons, and powerful sub-weapons in fluid combos. The game's cel-shaded visuals give it an anime-like vibrancy, while the soundtrack drives the adrenaline through every battle. Boss encounters are spectacular, demanding both speed and strategy. Its story blends heroism and political intrigue, adding emotional weight to the kinetic gameplay. Short but endlessly replayable, it remains a benchmark for stylish mech action, proving that the genre can be both graceful and devastating. Few mech games match its sheer sense of momentum and flair. If you have come this far, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe so my channel can get some more views thanks to you.
Control.